Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. That ball skips through the end zone. And they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Johnson looking to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Bama! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape it. He's loose. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Fires to the tight end. Makes a man miss. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfectly.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab, it's Young. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Looking to the big tight end. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to bully their way in. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the 1st half, going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Russell. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Gets rid of it. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Tigers will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He turns that loose down the right side.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell in complete.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll throw on third down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson wants to throw it. Now adjusting. Rolling right and going deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. Snags it on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll pull it down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to buy time. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. From the gun. Moving away from pressure. Big fella moving. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
That touchdown pass at the end of the half is really going to help out this quarterback's confidence. The extra point's going to give them the lead. You got to feel good heading in at halftime. When you're up on the scoreboard, expect them to keep throwing it around in the second half.
He makes his way into the end zone, and they've got a 2-point lead. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll call for the fair catch here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Russell. Pressure coming. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown LSU.
Gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half. And that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half. They're adding their lead. And they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that
He's going to fire deep. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown Tide.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Johnson looking to throw. Now improvising. He's got it. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. Some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamar.
Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 25.
David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU built its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
He makes a grab.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. Turning on the Jets. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The sure hands. It's Durham. After the filthy move, he's got room. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Got a man, it's Brown.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this is a running back who is versatile. His catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And they'll try to tack on two. They'll try to power it in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Fires deep on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. Gives him the big stiff arm. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A great catch and run for 6.
And how about the big athlete, the ability to catch the football and then also do damage after the catch. You see so many athletic tight ends nowadays with physicality and the ability to make you miss. He breaks a tackle and goes a long way for the big touchdown.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it out fast. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tide.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They'll try to run it in. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He tries to take the top off. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Johnson looking to throw. With the catch, it's Durham. Made a defender miss. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Goes to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. And they'll take the result of the flag and move the offense back. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Little touch pass to the receiver. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Dumps it to the back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To throw, it's Russell. He's taking a deep shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Skips away from pressure. Throwing on the run. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented.